What is up, YouTube? Today I'm coming back at you with another video, and today's video is going to be really long. And the reason for that is I actually just got back home from Colossalcon 2016, and so I'm going to be doing what I got at Colossalcon. I did do some photography at Colossalcon, but I don't have all the pictures edited. I haven't even really started to go through those, so I don't think I'm going to have them at the end of the video, but I might. Probably not, though. So, yeah, this is going to be a really long pickups video. I recommend getting a snack or just something to drink if you want to. But basically, this will be the accumulation of things that I got at Colossalcon and things that I got for my birthday, because my birthday is in a few days, and my girlfriend got me some cool stuff for my birthday. Yeah, not I'm not really gonna title this movies or games because this is just kind of everything, and this is why I haven't made a video recently, is because I've been at Colossalcon for the past 4 days. It's a 4-day anime convention. I did some really cool stuff. I'll just tell you a little bit about my experiences before I show you the pickups. I went to some cool panels. I met some voice actors, some artists, some musicians. I went to the arcade. They had an arcade there. They had a flea market with like games and used manga and stuff. I went there. They didn't really have any good used games. Spoiler alert. But I went to the arcade. Played some Rock Band, and I think I might be in a video on some other dude's channel because I was playing Rock Band, the guitar and expert, and this guy was singing. And after the Rock Band session, he gave me a card, and he had his YouTube channel, like a really professional looking card. So I might be featured on somebody else's YouTube channel. Don't know yet. We'll just see how that goes. But let's just get right into the pickups. I don't really know what to start. You know what? Let's start with my birthday stuff since I got that first. Alright, so my girlfriend got me some really cool things for my birthday. Sorry if you hear discs just sliding around everywhere. Alright, so we'll go to these things first. The first thing she got was a volume of manga, and I had heard about this show, and I heard really good things, and I'm a really big mecha fan, so she knows that, so she picked me up this. Since it's a relatively new mecha, I didn't have it, and yeah, I really like the art style of this, and it is Aldnoah Zero. Never read it, never seen the anime. I really like my mecha anime, though, so this is always really nice because this is a mech. And I have the back here. It's pretty nice. Got pictures. Obviously, it's a manga, so it's like a comic book, if you don't know what a manga is. So, really happy to have this. I'm excited to start reading this, for sure, because I always like checking out new mecha stuff. The next thing she got me is, I'm going in order of the things I got, and in what order I got them. So that's why this is not being shown yet. She got me a figurine of one of my favorite anime characters from one of my favorite horror anime. This is Mei from the anime Another. If you've seen this anime, you know that she's one of the main characters in the show. You can see that she is a really good detail on the figure. It's all PVC. I'd say she's about 8-9 inches tall. So she's a pretty large figure. She takes up quite a bit of shelf real estate. I had to move one of my Rickdom figures around, so if you watch Gundam, you know what that is. But I'm really happy to get this. Really cool figure. A lot of detail on her. She even has her little doll, so that's kind of cool. Put her back up on the display. My display shelf where I put all my figures. And the last thing she got me is a anime that my friend recommended to me a long time ago. And that is Toradora. I took it out of this cardboard slipcase just because I wanted to show you what the actual case looked like. But there is Toradora. Really cool. My one of my friends back in high school recommended this to me back when it was still airing, and he said it was like one of his favorite shows. So I had it on my want to watch list, and my girlfriend went online, checked my want to watch list, and checked the ratings for stuff, and she got me something that was highly rated on my want to watch list. So I'm really happy to have this and be able to check out the show. I really don't know a whole lot about it other than it's supposed to be pretty funny. So really happy to have that. Put that back in its slip cover. Maybe. There we go. Really excited to check that out. I'll probably end up watching that with my girlfriend. So, all right. The next things we'll go through are things that I already owned, but I have something special about them. Let's just go with this one first. So, at conventions, a lot of times they'll have guests, and the guests are either voice actors from video games, anime, TV shows, or just actors or something. There was a couple of voice actors that I really, really wanted to get to sign stuff, and so I did. The first thing I got signed is actually my copy of Bravely Default. One of the main characters in your party was at the convention, so I got him to sign the back of my game. He actually voices this character right here. He took up a lot of real estate on it, but, it's whatever. I was hoping to get her, because she was also there too, but I missed her, and I think she was only signing for one day, and it was going on at the same time as somebody else that I wanted more, so eventually I'll have to get the rest of the party, but pretty cool to have him. And I also got him to sign, because it was a 2-item signing thing, my collector's edition card. So you could only get the card from the collector's edition, and I got him to sign it. So it's pretty cool. I put it in a case just to make sure it didn't get damaged on the way there. The next thing I got signed is another DVD that I already had signed before by the other main character, but now I have both main characters' signature on it, which is really cool. I got Air, which is actually a really good anime. It's kind of like a slice of life / magical thing. It's pretty good. It's a romance style. But this is the signature I already had. This is Monica Rails. She plays her right there, whose name now escapes me. And then I got Vic's signature, who plays Yukito, which is really, really cool. So I have both of the main characters. I don't have these two, who are secondary characters, to signed yet. But, maybe one day I'll get the entire cast, but I'm really just happy with the 2 main characters for now. So, really cool to get that signed as well. Also, the guy who signed the Bravely Default was also in another anime that I had, so I had him also sign Orphan. He's not this character right here, so he signed down here. He is actually one of the secondary characters who follows around this main character here throughout his magical adventure in Orphan. This is sort of like your standard fantasy anime with dragons and magic and stuff. It's a lot of fighting, but yeah, he plays one of the secondary character in here. I unfortunately didn't have anything with him that had Rolo on it from Code Geass, because that's my favorite character in that show, and he voiced him as well. The last thing I got signed is actually a CD, because there was a musician. Now, I met this musician, I saw this musician at a convention that was closer to my house, and I wanted to get one of his CDs back then, but I didn't have the money at the time. But he was at this convention, which is really cool, and so I bought a CD, because I went to his concert. He had a concert 2 days in a row. Went to the first concert, bought a CD, listened to a CD in the car on the way to the second day, and I liked it so much I just had to get it signed, and it's a great CD. So I got Professor Shy Guy's CD, and he does a chiptune, like a chiptune progressive rock combo, which is really cool. It's hard to tell, but he signed it right there, really large. And he has some like comedy songs and just like chiptune backgrounds and like a progressive rock style thing, and he plays guitar and keyboards. Some of the songs on here that I really like are the RPG song, Han Shot First, Cloud and Aerith. The Destroy Metroid's pretty good. Science Life and ABCs is pretty good too. But yeah, really happy to get that CD signed. And I also bought that CD while at the convention. So there's that. The next stuff I bought, let's go with these things. I'm going to go in order of things I bought here. I bought some new anime seasons, anime shows. One I have seen, some of that I have not seen. So this first one is one of my favorite shows of all time, and it was on a pretty good deal. I'd been looking at picking this up online, and basically, this dealer at the convention had the entire set at almost the exact same price as online. I think it was like $1 less total, or maybe $2. And I figured, why not just get it here? I was going to get it eventually. I just didn't want to wait for shipping and whatnot. If I could pay $1 less and just get the whole thing right now, I figured just why not jump on it now, because I'm going to get it eventually, because it's one of my favorite shows of all time. I picked up Clannad and Clannad After Story. So basically, this is Clannad. This is the first season. It comes in 2 volumes, 12 episodes in each volume with 2 discs apiece. So these were brand new. And got some disc art on there. And these are the DVD copies. I know they have a Blu-ray release, but the Blu-ray release is extremely expensive. And right now, I'm just not in the market for that. So I just picked up the DVD copies because they're, I'd say, I think they're like $30 cheaper. And so there's no reason really for the Blu-ray. Here's season 2, which is Clannad After Story. You have the discs. These discs, I believe, are actually rebranded ADV discs. Yes, they are. So I'm not sure how that works, but I'm going to check those out later and make sure they still work, because they're all brand new. It's just whatever. And there's those discs. So, got all of Clannad, which was a pretty good deal. And then I also saw this, which was a really good deal. And this is something I had mentioned on my channel before that I really liked. I actually have seen the movie version, but the complete series is a lot different. So, this is out of print because it was published by Bandai. It is getting a re-release in the United States by Funimation, but it is being redubbed. And the only way to get the original dub will be if you get the $150, I believe, is what they're charging, Special Collector's Limited Run, which has both the new dub that they're redubbing with and the original dub. I am a fan of original dubs. I really dislike when they redub things, even if it's a bad dub. There's just something about the original dub that I always really want, because most of the time for the second dub, they'll just try to copy the first person who did it, which I don't ever like. So I wanted the original dub, and I didn't want to have to pay $150 for the re-release. Although I would like the new dub as well, I'd rather have the original. And I found the entire original Escaflowne TV series on sale for actually a good price. This normally runs, the entire thing normally runs for $75. I picked it up for $50. So it's a pretty good deal. Happy to actually get it. These were not new. These were used. But I checked out all the discs and they look alright. And they come complete. So basically, the difference between, I have the collector's edition because I like the movie so much, of the movie. This is the collector's edition of the movie. And basically the movie uses the same characters from the TV show, but in a different story. Kind of similar story, but different. Like, the complete events are all different, which is something that I thought was really interesting and makes it worth having both. So I own the collector's edition of the movie, because this is the first thing that I saw. I saw the movie. I have the standard edition movie over there. And I saw that, and I liked it so much, I wanted to get the collector's edition, so I got the collector's edition. And now I really wanted to watch the TV version and see the characters, more fleshed out and in a different story setting. So I got the TV version here with the original voice cast. And another thing to point out is the new dub for this TV show uses the same voice cast from the movie. The new dub will not be using the movie cast, so that's another reason why I picked up the original version, because I really liked the voices in the movie, and so I wanted the original voice actors for this, even though it's a harder to find set, and it takes up a ton more space, because this is an 8-volume set, 4 episodes per disc. Alright, so got all of Escaflowne. Alright, so the next stuff I picked up is they at conventions they sometimes have blind bags, which are basically just a brown paper bag with a set price. And so basically you pay a certain amount and they give you random anime or manga or figurines that is worth more than what you paid for, but it's stock they can't move, so they put it in there, and you basically just are taking a gamble. And sometimes those are fun. They normally aren't very expensive. Sometimes they have really ridiculous, like $90 ones and stuff, but normally they're like $5 to $25 max. I had $5 left over at the end of the convention today, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy a blind box, because I bought one last time, and I got a really sweet figurine that's limited edition. And so I bought a blind box. I bought a $5 blind box, which was really cheap. And, because the last one I bought was like 20, but I got 3 things in it. I got a 2-episode DVD of Sonic X, which I used to watch this on TV when it was on 4Kids, and, you know, it's just a slim case, 2-episode disc, which is pretty sweet. Didn't even know they made this on DVD, so happy to have that. I got the first volume of Ergo Proxy, which is a show I've never seen, but looks really cool. Like, this back artwork looks sweet. So it's nice to have the first volume, so I can watch this first volume, and if I like it, either if they're out of print, buy the rest of the volumes, or if they have a reprint that's cheaper, buy the complete set and sell this off. So I'm really happy to have that. The disc on this is sweet, though. Like, that's a cool disc. So this was brand new. These were all brand new as well. And then I got something else, which I don't really know what this is. Like, this is a really weird-looking anime for, like, so many different reasons. This is called Genshiken To Volume 1. So it's the first volume of Genshiken 2, which I don't know what that is. I don't know if there's a Genshiken 1, but this just looks like a magazine cover to me. But it's actually an anime, because on the back it says Texas Opening 1 and 2, and it has episodes 1 through 4. It looks to be a comedy of some sort. I'm not really sure what this is, but it was brand new, and, you know, it came complete. And, yeah, I mean, for $5, this volume alone, brand new, is worth $5 basically. So these were basically free, but it'll give me some new stuff to check out that I haven't heard of before, which is nice. It's a nice way to get some new stuff. All right, now the last stuff that I picked up at the last day of the convention, which was today, they have this thing called the Otaku Flea Market, which is basically you can sell whatever you want. Anyone can sell something. Like, you had to be a verified dealer to sell brand new stuff in the dealer's room. But the last day, anyone can sign up and get a booth to sell, like, their old used stuff. It's like a giant garage sale. So basically like a real flea market. And I saved some money for that. I honestly didn't spend much for any of this crap. But they had some games, but a lot of it was picked over because we ended up getting there an hour late for various reasons. And their games were really picked over. A lot of them were import stuff. They had some cool import games, but the import games they had were systems that were region locked, so I didn't end up jumping on them. Like, they had some import PS2 dating sims, and they had some import PS2 shooters, but I don't have a Japanese region PS2, so I can't get those, and I didn't want to buy them with the limited funds that I had at the time. So I bought some other stuff, though, that's really cool. So I picked up these for $2. These are 4 volumes of manga. And I picked these up for $4 because I had actually heard about this and read a little bit of this online. This is the Neko Ramen manga. Now, I didn't know there was a manga for this. I know this is a webcomic that you can read because Neko Ramen is actually a brand of ramen noodle soup that you can buy in Japan. They usually make instant ramen cups, and I don't know how they taste, but their mascot is this cat here. And basically, they have this webcomic that goes on that basically promotes, and it's like a silly comedy webcomic. So I guess they made a manga, like a legit manga. I don't know if this is the complete set, but there's volumes 1 through 4 here. And they have let's see, this is volume 2. This is volume 1 here. So they have all of the webcomics in here. You read them top to bottom and left to right. And so they have all the webcomics in here. But in addition to the webcomics, because all the webcomics are 4 panels long, in addition to the webcomics, they also have like a legit manga story, which I haven't read yet. I've read some of the webcomics, but there's like a legit manga style story here too as well. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if it's like, I didn't finish reading the first volume. I was reading it during a panel today. And it looks like the webcomics only are like dispersed throughout the actual manga. So that's kind of interesting. And I thought that was really cool. I picked these up for 50 cents. 25 cents a piece. So I picked this up for like $2. So there's no reason not to get that. I read the first 20 pages, which is all webcomics, and they're really funny. So I'm happy to have that. Definitely worth $2, I think. And then the last 2 things I picked up is Gundam stuff. Because you can't go to an anime convention without buying Gundam stuff. I picked up 2 figures for my figure collection. Alright, so this is a figure that I have been wanting to get for so long. I have been looking at it online. They've made a new release. This is the old version from back when I was a kid. I think this one came out in early 2000s. And I remember my friend had some other mobile suits from the set. Because there was a set of these. And this is an older version. But it's complete, and that's what matters, and it's one of my favorite grunt suits. So I got the Mobile Suit Leo action figure. And now this is the original version that was released in the United States during the airing on Toonami of Gundam Wing. So they have a new version by Robot Spirits that I've heard is pretty high quality. But I like both of them. They both have really good detail. But part of the reason I wanted this is because this one's a little bit rarer, and I have some nostalgia over this series just because my friends used to buy and collect these all the time as kids, and we used to play with that specific set. So it comes with the base suit, obviously. This is the base Mobile Suit Leo. He comes with his machine gun, and his machine gun does have the secondary grip, which is sometimes broken on those things. It comes with, surprisingly, both beam sabers. They're a little bent, but they're really thin plastic, and I think I can straighten them out with a little bit of heat. Yeah, I already straightened them out a little bit. They're both beam sabers. I don't really know what I'm going to do with these because I don't plan to attach those, because Leos don't use their beam sabers all too much. And the best part comes with the lift pack, which is a huge part of this set, and one of the most expensive accessories to get for this particular figure. So I picked this guy up for $10, and I know that sounds like a lot, but if you want the new version of this with the lift pack, then the new version of this comes without the lift pack, the Robot Spirits version, which is $20, and the lift pack you have to buy separately for $15. The old version normally goes for $25. So I think I got a pretty good deal with the lift pack and everything. So I'm probably gonna pose him with his machine. No, I might do the beam saber. The beam saber would be pretty sweet. Yeah, I'll use the beam saber. Beam saber with the. I'll have to pose him somehow. But yeah, so I got the Leo here. I'll finish messing around with him, and then the last thing I got is another Gundam figure. This guy is from this one is from another set that came out after that one. And this series of Gundam figures was infamous for falling apart all over the place. So basically, I picked up, the MS Alex, the Gundam Alex. This series of figures is literally held together by friction. So what a lot of people do is they glue these things together, or something along those lines. I might end up doing that. Not 100% sure. I might glue some of his pieces together, like his head, because his head is tiny. Don't want to lose that. But basically, it's all held together by friction and pegs. So this is one of the cheaper figures. High detail, which is nice. But just, you know, held together by friction, really. He'll stay in there when you get him in there, but I'm trying to put them all together. Put them together earlier and he fell apart again. Hand goes in here. A lot of little pieces that can fall apart here. There you go. So basically that's what he looks like, which is pretty cool. He's got these stubs on the bottom, which makes you feel like he has a base, but I don't know if he does because he didn't come with one. So yeah, that is everything I picked up. I know this was a long video, but I just had to get this out of the way. I don't know how long it'll take me to get this up, but this is Sunday, and you'll see this video sometime throughout the week. Not sure how when, though. I may or may not have my photography pictures that I took at the convention there, because there was some sweet cosplay of video game characters and anime characters that I took. So you'll just have to see if there's any video left after this. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you watched to the end and listened to the whole thing, you get a thumbs up. And if you tell me that you did in the comments, I'll give you a thumbs up for your comment. And thanks. You are awesome. #1 subscriber right there. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. See you guys next time. I just said that. Peace.